This one we're going to look at centroid, orthocenter, and circumcenter. So first one we'll deal with is centroid. Okay? It's kind of hard to remember, but the centroid deals with the medians. Okay, so we'll say it deals with the medians, and the medians are where we find all the midpoints of each side. We'll call it midpoint 1, midpoint 2, and midpoint. I think that's about the middle. Midpoint 3, and all of the midpoints here. Okay, they all connect to the opposite side vertex. So 1, 2, and if I've drawn it properly, this one should go right through. Hey, not bad. Okay, and where they all connect is the centroid. That point there, thank you, is the centroid of the triangle. Okay, now there's a special trick with a centroid. All the other ones you have to calculate the lines and find the point of intersection. With a centroid, you can just find the averages of all the coordinates. So if you have an x and a y, right? So we'll call it x1, y1, x2, y2, and x3, y3, okay? You just got to find the averages. So if you do x1 plus x2 plus x3 divided by 3, and that will be the x value of the centroid, so it'll tell you where the x is. And do the same thing, y1 plus y2 plus y3 over 3, and that will give you the y value of the centroid. So that's a trick for centroid. All the other ones you got to find points of intersection. Right? Second one, orthocenter, and that deals with the altitudes. Okay, so the altitudes. Now the altitudes, okay, they are perpendicular from the vertex points. So here are 3 vertex points, okay, and you need to create perpendicular lines. Let's see if I can do these well. Okay, and these perpendicular lines might actually have to extend outside, okay, in order for them all to intersect. Okay, this perpendicular line, I would think, looks something that might be perpendicular to the other line, and then this one is probably perpendicular to that line. So if you look, now I've eyeballed them. Okay, so they may not be perfect, but this is perpendicular to this side. This is perpendicular to this side, and this is perpendicular to this side. So this point here, where they all meet, would be the orthocenter. Okay? And remember, altitudes deal with a vertex and a perpendicular bisector. Okay? So it deals with both of those in altitude. And then finally, the last one, circumcenter. Okay? Circumcenter. The circumcenter has nothing to do with vertexes at all, but it has to do with the 3 midpoints. So draw them again. 1, 2, I think that's 3, so there's midpoint 1, midpoint 2, and midpoint 3, and then from these, all of these are perpendicular, okay? So these are our lines. Now these ones might definitely have to be extended because they can meet outside of the line, okay? So we need to be perpendicular. I hope that's perpendicular. It looks like it's going to be there-ish. And yeah, that looks like it's probably pretty good. That's probably about perpendicular. But these can sometimes be outside of the triangle, okay? So that's where they would all meet. They happen to be inside in this case. So that would be our circumcenter of our triangle. And these deal with, what do you say, perpendicular bisectors. And they deal with the vertex and being perpendicular, okay? Being a perpendicular bisector. And then the first one, let's talk about centroid. Centroid deals with medians, and the medians are vertex and midpoints. That's what they deal with. Okay? So that's the difference between the 3 major parts of the triangle.